If you want to start a YouTube channel in 2025 but you don't want to show your face, I'm going to share 11 channel ideas that will help you fast track your growth and start making money very, very quickly. I have spent the past few weeks analyzing all the different YouTube trends for 2025, and I have picked channel ideas that are highly profitable, future-proof, and help you build a loyal community of viewers who keep coming back for more. The best part is that these ideas do not require you to know or learn additional skills. For example, you could technically make a cooking faceless channel or a crypto faceless channel, but for that you need to know how to cook and how to trade respectively. Now these ideas are all quite beginner friendly, and most of your work for them can actually be handled using AI. We'll be starting off with the ones that are the easiest to create and make our way up to the ones with the highest earning potential that are slightly more difficult to create. Starting off with faceless story channels. We are talking about this idea first because it is so easy to set up and execute, and channels in this space are growing very, very rapidly. This channel, Bible in a Nutshell, has grown to over 230,000 subscribers within a span of 1 year, and they make over $2,000 a month, averaging around 2 million views in a month. Another channel, Dream Sparks, has grown to over 125,000 subscribers in a year, and last month alone they pulled in 258,000 views and earned close to $2,000. Then there is Wise Vibes, who gained an impressive 91,000 subscribers with just 39 videos. And last month they made a little upwards of $300 from just 43,000 views. Now, if you think that these videos are complex or they have complex animation or editing, I want you to take a look for yourself.
Imagine you hold the key to complete freedom, a life where no one else's opinion controls you, where you don't fear rejection, and where your inner peace is unshakable. But in the world around you, people are constantly trying to influence your decisions, distract you, and pull you away from your true path.
As you can see, the video is super engaging despite being super simple. These videos share life lessons or moral lessons as stories and use simple graphics in the background. Now, making these videos is just as simple. You can easily find stories like this on Google, or you can ask ChatGPT to write them for you. And then once you have the story, you can use a tool like InVideo AI to turn them into a polished video, complete with generated animations, voiceovers, and background music. Here's an example of a video I created using InVideo.
Let me tell you a story of our dragon warrior's beginning. Long ago, in a village of pandas, a young cub named Po lived in peace. The air was filled with laughter and the scent of bamboo. But one day, that peace was shattered by an attack. The sky turned as red as fire. Po's mother, brave and loving, made a choice that would change everything. Her eyes filled with tears and determination. She hid her son in a crate of radishes, ensuring his safety, the little panda unaware of his journey's beginning.
One trend that we noticed in this space is that channels in regional languages or local languages are growing at a much faster rate than just English channels. Bodhi Think Spy and Sky Story are prime examples, which are channels in Hindi for an Indian audience. So don't be afraid to go ahead and explore starting a story channel in your native language, because there is definitely scope and demand. Moving on to another high RPM yet easy to create channel idea, true horror videos. Now this can be considered a subsidiary of the faceless stories space, but here you tell true bone-chilling horror stories with simple visuals and a spooky background score. The visuals do not need to be complicated. The key is to make your story genuinely scary, and of course to find true stories and to narrate it in the first person so that it feels like a genuine experience. Chilling Scares is one of the most popular channels in this space with over 1.7 million subscribers. He has gotten over 24 million views in the last month alone and earned an upward of $65,000. Yes, that is just from a single month. Imagine how much they'd be making in a year. Now, this channel idea definitely has millionaire potential because the audience base is huge and it is ever growing. Horror is one space that never goes out of trend. Another example is Mr. Nightmare, which is undoubtedly one of the most popular channels in this space. He got 11 million views in the past 28 days and earned an upward of $40,000 $40,000. And if you think that these are old channels and oh my god, how am I ever going to get there? Don't worry, new channels in this space are thriving just as well. Mr. Night Scares is a great example of this. He launched in 2023 and averages about 200,000 views in a month and earns an upward of $1,000 a month already. Similarly, Nighttime Spooks was a channel that was launched in 2020 and they gained 800,000 views in the last month and earned an upward of $1,500. Now, one way to go about finding stories for this channel is to have horror experiences of your own, but another way is to go on Reddit, find true horror stories from there, and of course you can ask ChatGPT as well, and then simply use a tool like InVideo AI to generate chilling visuals and eerie voiceover and a haunting background score. Moving on to idea number 9, book summaries. Now the concept here is super simple. You summarize popular books from different genres and share key takeaways with your viewers through actionable steps. Now notably, this works the best for non-fiction books, especially those in the self-help or the finance space. Now these channels continue to gain a lot of traction in 2025 despite the rise of audiobooks because they provide a more engaging learning method than just listening to somebody, narrating these books out loud, and they give you the information in short. Escaping Ordinary is a great example of a channel in this space. They have gained over 1 million subscribers with just 15 videos, and they made over $2,000 just in the last month. Now, in the past, a lot of the book summary channels used whiteboard animations to explain concept, but that trend seems to be shifting and people are now relying on using more engaging animation, more hyper-realistic generated animation, just like Faceless story videos essentially. But it's not just that, there is a lot of scope for creativity in this space. So if you look at Escaping Ordinary, they don't just make book summary videos. They have used clever design and storytelling to turn themselves into a brand of its own.
The anchoring effect. Whenever we have to guess something, let's say the population of Russia, we use anchors, starting with something we know for sure to be true, so it must be greater than 1, must be less than 7 billion, and is less than the population of China. We then take these anchors and explore the unfamiliar territory.
And it is this effort that sets them apart. So if you do want to grow in this space, you do need to figure out a way to stand out from the crowd. Otherwise, there are channels like Book Every Day that are hardly getting any views. And you don't want to be where they are. So make sure to actually read the books, add your own insight in the summaries, and work on your storytelling. The animation part can easily be taken care by using a tool like InVideo AI. This brings us to niche number 8, productivity and self-improvement channels. If your passion lies in helping others, improving their lives, this channel idea is the way to go. Traditionally, face-based creators dominated the space, but in the last couple of years, we have seen the rise of faceless channels like Improvement Pill, Psych2Go, etc. Improvement Pill, in fact, is still going very, very strong. He gained over 1 million views in the last month and earned an upward of $4,000. Another great example that has recently picked up and done really well is Easy Actually. He has gained over 800,000 subscribers with just 11 videos, and if you look at his videos, they are super simple in terms of visual design.
So if you've ever tried to quit social media, you've probably told yourself that YouTube doesn't count. Because it's educational. But if you take a second to think about what you watch, you'll realize that about half the time you spend on YouTube is unproductive, and the other half is just not productive.
But the reason that it stands out and manages to do even better than face-based channels is through storytelling and humor. Easy Actually's videos are short, they're to the point, they tackle one issue at a time, and they are super fun to watch. And this last bit is something that you need to incorporate in your videos if you want to succeed in this space in 2025. The good thing is that it just takes a little bit of practice because you already have the basic skill set of, writing your script and making your videos. My favorite part about channels like this is the additional income streams that you can build here. So besides ad revenue, you can secure sponsorships, you can sell ebooks, and even launch your own courses. And that makes the money-making potential excellent. Now, if self-help content is not your cup of tea, it's not your thing, and you are more interested in the latest social media trends or influencer culture, celebrity culture, and just what is happening in the pop culture space, consider creating an internet or pop culture analysis channel. Just like Modern Girls, you can dissect fashion, media, beauty, pop culture trends and explain that to your audience, explain what impact these trends have on our society. The goal here is not just to tell your viewers what's trending, that would just be a news channel, or why they should care about a particular trend. In just the last month, Modern Girls has gained over 2.6 million views and made close to $10,000. Now, since this is a largely opinion-based space and you'll create an opinion-based channel, the only thing you require is interest in the field and the courage to voice your opinions. You can easily get AI tools to craft your scripts and then fine-tune them by adding your own speaking style, your humor, your opinions, and then create simple videos with images that represent what you are talking about. And that brings us to the sixth channel idea, which is movie and TV show analyses. This is also closely tied to the pop culture analysis space. These channels have always been popular. They continue to remain popular in 2025 because of a huge audience base and because of people's craving for deeper insight into their favorite shows and movies. You do not need to appear on camera, obviously. Short clips, screenshots, and a captivating voiceover are all you need to make these videos engaging. Take Think Story, for example. They break down complex storylines, plots, and explore hidden messages and explain confusing endings. Channels like this not only draw passionate fans, but they also keep them coming back for more for every new release. And it is working extremely well for them. They gained 3.4 million views in the last month and they earned an upward of $20,000. Keep in mind that this is not just a movie show review channel. That would require more effort and require you to be very timely with your uploads, so you will have to go watch a movie every time it releases and then create that video. Analysis channels take things a little deeper. They help cinephiles connect better, and because they are analyzing stuff, they are not as time bound. Now let's turn to something a little more intellectual, which is geography videos. Now this channel idea has massive potential if you have a knack for explaining how geography shapes economies, borders, and global politics. You can pick one area or make a video on a mix of all three things. Take Hindsight, for example, which is mostly a faceless channel with a few appearances of the creator here and there. He only has 65 videos and they've built a subscriber base of over 200,000 people. Last month, they gained over 5 million views and earned an upward of $10,000. Now, this idea works because geopolitics has a very broad audience base and has people with extremely divided worldviews. You can cater to any one particular worldview and build a loyal audience. It of course requires you to have an interest in the space and the ability to do in-depth research, because superficial content is not going to fly. But making the videos themselves is fairly easy and doesn't involve a lot of editing. If you take a look at a video from Hindsight,
housing affordability has sunk to its lowest level in 3 decades.
You are the worst government we've ever seen.
The Australian dream is about people owning houses.
The Australian dream is dying. This idea of encouraging people to buy a house when you're young and accumulate wealth over time has made Australians the 4th richest people on earth.
You can see that most of the visuals are made up of either stock or public domain videos, such as ones available in the news or on social media. This does make it a little time intensive, but not very difficult to put together. Now, if you still want an education channel, but geography is not your cup of tea, you can also create a history channel and explain major historical events simply and in an engaging manner. Now, Made in History is an emerging channel in this space. They now have over 180,000 subscribers and they got over 750,000 views in the last month and generated more than $5,000 in revenue. Now, these guys use a lot of archival footage to make their videos, but you can also use animation. A lot of Shorts channel came up in the last year, which were talking about historical stories and weird historical facts, and they used these hyper-realistic animated clips. However, with InVideo AI, the V3 release of InVideo AI, you can actually generate full-length videos using generated media, which makes it a lot easier to put these videos together and for you to churn out higher quality content. Coming to the top 3 on the list, we cannot have a list about channel ideas without talking about AI, specifically making money with AI. This is a super ripe field right now with a lot of growth and money making potential. I know that I have mentioned this channel idea before, but it's for a good reason. This space is booming, it is exploding right now, and if you create genuinely informative videos, you can quickly monetize your channel and earn substantial income, even with just a few uploads. For example, AI Genesis, with just 24 videos, has gotten over 180,000 subscribers. AI Profit Mentor gained over 1 1 million views with just 16 videos. Then there's How to AI, who has 187,000 subscribers and has garnered over 450,000 views in the past month alone. Now, according to ViewStats, he earns anywhere between $1.3 to $3.7 thousand, but remember that these are just estimations. The actual earnings could potentially be much higher, and he himself revealed this in a community post and said that he made over $45,000 in 2024. And these are not the only ones. AI Guy, 10x Income, they're all making thousands of dollars every single month by talking about how to make money using AI. Now, for this to work, you need to give actionable strategies for making money online using different AI tools. Your strategies need to be legit. Otherwise, your channel is likely to fail if you are just regurgitating information that is already present out there. Now, if you do want to get started in this space and create a channel which is related to making money with AI, make sure you watch this video where we break down the strategies that 10x Income used to gain 12 million views and 334,000 subscribers with just 47 videos. Coming to number 2, creator analysis channel. This is a great idea to target right now because the creator economy is booming. So many people are starting and succeeding at building their own online brand, and analyzing their strategies not only makes for great content, it also leads to high RPMs, allowing you to make a lot more money. Here, what you basically do is create documentary style videos about the rise, fall, strategies of successful and popular YouTubers, even other creators, but YouTubers is the most popular space. You explore their controversies, uncover any scams they've been involved in. A brilliant example of this is Internet Anarchist. He launched in 2021. The channel has already crossed 1 million subscribers, and most of their videos hit 500k to 1 million views. In the last month alone, they racked up 12 million views and made an upward of $31,000. One thing to keep in mind here is that the more relevant somebody is right now, the more they're likely to generate views. The value for your channel, though, will lie in the depth of the research you do. This means you can take your time to create well-crafted, in-depth videos at a lower frequency, and you're still likely to do well. Now let's talk about the topmost idea on this list, which is in-depth documentaries. This channel idea has been thriving throughout 2024, and the demand is set to grow even more in 2025. Because as short-form content continues to flood the internet, there is a growing demand for long-form, well-researched content. Now, if you can deliver quality insights with engaging storytelling and stunning visuals, the potential here is insane. Channels in the documentary space attract millions of viewers per video, and the RPM is exceptionally high, meaning you'll earn so much more per 1,000 views compared to most other niches. Plus, this format is versatile, so you can apply it to nearly any industry. For example, if you're passionate about business, you could create engaging business documentaries. Magnates Media is a leader in this space. His videos average between 500k to 1 million views. Just last month, they garnered over 2.2 million views and earned over $10,000. And if you think that, oh my god, Magnates Media has been around for years, Big Company, which was launched in the January of 2022, has already gained 374,000 subscribers with just 14 videos. In the last month, they had 700,000 views and earned over $1,000. But if business is not your thing and you're still passionate about creating documentaries, you could do food, because this channel idea works perfectly well in that space as well. So look at Food Theorists, which is a food documentary channel uncovering the myths and secrets about popular brands. Since launching in 2020, they have gained over 5 million subscribers. The last 28 days, they amassed 7.1 million views and earned close to $40,000. Again, this format is equally effective for other niches. For example, if you love films or games, you could decode the hidden themes, messages, and conspiracies behind them. But you have to remember that success in this space requires two things. First, you need a genuine passion for your topic, and second, you need to avoid generic information. Sure, you can use ChatGPT for research, but that will only give you superficial information. So make sure you go deeper, you read books, dive into the research papers, and present something that is truly unique that your audience is not able to find very easily anywhere else in the world. And remember that visuals matter a lot. So aim for super high quality. If your videos look subpar, viewers are very likely to lose interest. If there is one thing that you take away from this video, let it be this, that you need to choose a channel idea that truly excites you. If you choose an idea just for its money-making potential, you will eventually burn out and you will lose the motivation to make videos. It is better to pick something that keeps you motivated for the long run and fuels your passion, because that allows you to truly create a brand. But now that you have narrowed down your channel idea, that is why let me know in the comments which channel idea resonated the most with you. What do you plan on starting in 2025? And once you've done that, I want to know, how do you plan to launch your Faceless channel? You could spend months experimenting with different strategies and still not get close to the monetization. Or you could take the shortcut by watching this next video, where I give you a clear step-by-step roadmap to launch a successful Faceless channel in 2025. I have condensed over 10,000 hours of research and 4 years of experience into this effective roadmap. So make sure you watch this one next, and I will see you guys very, very soon in the next one. Bye-bye.